Yo, I'm your host Suisui and welcome back to Subnautica. Now, in the last episode, we kind of went off to explore the depths of this place, and let me tell you, it was something else. This is still as bright as I remember it. But the thing is, we went down there and we didn't really find much. There was an entrance for the alien place, but it required a key. We went back to it with a key, but it wasn't the correct one apparently. And so I'm thinking, I don't know what to do next. I don't exactly have a new plan for today, which is not ideal, but we'll figure something out. We always do. I really want a battery charger. That is one of the objectives for this video. I will have to, well, I don't know where to find this. I don't know if I can count it as an objective, but our objective is to go back down in the deep, because over there was a thing, there was the entrance, which I said we couldn't enter, but there's a couple things that have been not right. Because I explored the whole thing is what I thought, but there's no way I explored the whole thing, because for the amount of like dangers around there was just nothing. It was kind of just nothing. Sure, there was the uranite or whatever it's called, uranium thing, but other than that, there really wasn't anything that I found. And I think the problem is I just didn't look good, rather than it wasn't there. Because the Degassi crew, the mercenary lady from the Degassi crew, specifically said something about them finding a signal, following that signal down there, right? And in fact, we found the entrance down there, which is probably what the signal was for. But like, if they went down there and they died down there, everybody except for the son, the scientist guy, died down there, then that has to mean that there has to be either another base, or at the very least, something they left behind. Maybe some PDAs or anything, which might give us something to go on. Because at the moment, I'm a little stumped. The second thing is, there was the vents. That's an egg, I think. There was the vents. And the vents are something that I definitely want to try and go down into, because maybe we cannot enter from the main thing, the main side, but we should be able to enter from the vents. The peepers were able to go in and out, right? And so why wouldn't we? And sure, you might say, well, peepers are a lot smaller than you are. And to that I say, you are not wrong. Hello. I remember you. You were chill, right? Did I... Oh, hi. Oh, no. There's a lot of you. I don't like that. They never really hurt me other than warping me, but like, I don't trust them. You know what I mean? I just don't trust them. Here's the thing. This was the place, right? Yep. Oh, fuck off. No! My Seamoth! Screw you, first of all. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. I gotta repair my Seamoth. No! Alright, EMP is temporary. At least we know that. Stop! Oh, right, the lights. I forgot. They're attracted to the lights. I forgot about that. EMP squid crab thing is attracted to the lights. Is that what I think it is? Limestone. I do need Oh, I can scan you. Pyrocoral. This coral species is unlike any other encountered on 4546b, insofar as it relies on magma flow rather than water current to deliver nutrients. As lava rises up from the planet's core and erupts at vents, this coral forms around the base until eventually it has surrounded the entire vent. Lava is then funneled up through the coral, allowing it to siphon minerals and heat as it goes. Wow, that's cool. Also, you know the thing that I do where I do the reading part and overlay it on top of, you know, maybe gameplay or... Ooh, you are infected. Or something else. Like, something happening and then on top of it, the reading. I think it's a cool idea, but also for some reason my rendering program, my editing program software doesn't like that. And it kind of overheats my CPU when I do that. And it also takes forever to render, so I might reduce that a lot. See, this reminds me why I didn't explore this area too much. But there has to be something. I kinda wanna scan that guy too. Sorry. I know I explored here. I know I did. I also scanned the bones. Oh, I went too far up. Oh, he's coming right for me. No! Where'd he go? I really want to scan that guy. Hold on. I'm gonna save. And here's the thing. I have only died once, and it was, I think, at the very beginning. So I'm not exactly sure how that works. If I just respawn at base and need to come back here, or if it just reloads the save, or what happens. I'm not 100% positive, so I don't want to take the risk. But I also really want to scan that guy. The worst would be if he broke my seam off, because then it would be a pain in the ass to come and to come back here, and maybe I would have to rebuild it, and I don't know if that's something I want to deal with. But we'll try and go down. Have we gone down here? Have we come from here? Did we come from here? There's no way, right? I would remember it being down further than that. That's alien technology right there. Okay. Who's making the noise? Oh, that's you. Oh. Leviathan skeletal remains. I'll scan, get into safety, and then read. Because, I don't trust any of this. Sea Dragon Skeleton. The semi-intact skeletal structure of a Leviathan-class predator. Head trauma. There is clear evidence of massive physical trauma to the head. The damage is so severe it was likely the cause of death, and must have occurred somewhere nearby. Damage is consistent with high-speed collision with a solid object. Age. Something in the environment has helped to preserve these remains, but calcium decay suggests an approximate time of death 1,000 years ago. Bone growth suggests the creature was in an egg-laying stage of its life cycle. Aww. It was about to make babies when it got whacked in the head. By something really fast. What is that? That's upsetting. Whoa. We are about to reach the maximum depth of where the sea moth can go, but whoa, look at this. Just look at this. That's beautiful. I don't know if I like the whispering though.
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Scan this. Giant Cove Tree. A vast tree encountered in a deep cove, the only one of its kind encountered on the planet. The tree is surrounded by rays grazing on its pink outer leaves. Bark. A hardy, fast-growing bark covers the outside of the tree. Minuscule organisms inhabit the notches in the surface. Ghost Leviathan eggs. The tree branches are wrapped around a number of maturing eggs belonging to the species designated Ghost Leviathan. This tree appears to be an ancient nesting ground. The eggs were laid when the tree was young, and now the branches protect and grow with them as they await the right conditions to hatch. Are these the eggs? Is the Ghost Leviathan that big guy over there? Or maybe big girl, maybe it's their mom. So I can't pick them up. I can't just have my own Ghost Leviathan that I can hatch. Which is unfortunate, but also probably for the best. Which reminds me, I gotta try and scan that thing, that Ghost Leviathan. I really should. What's down there? Is that death? Are you deaf? You are not deaf. Okay. There's a bunch of those rocks though down here. The radiation one. So if I ever make a base that requires oh my
Damage imminent.
If I ever make a base that requires uranium, I know where to find it. Yeah, there's just a bunch right there. And right here. Okay, well, that is good to know. I came from that side because that's going up, right? Which means this is the way to go. I need to be a little bit more wary of the depth. Need to be a little careful. This is cool though. Wait, this goes further down? How far down can it go? Cause this is the limit of my sea moth. Oh my god. No. Oh my god, it keeps going down. I think I need a different vehicle for this. I don't think the sea moth is enough for this. Do I have to build a submarine, the big one? Place is big. So I should be able to navigate it with a submarine, right? Well, we know our next objective, I guess. Oh, you know what? I have a beacon. Let me make use of that. I'm gonna call this the tree. The tree. All cap. Is that all that there is to this place? Is that all? What about the gassy crew though? Because the thing is, I don't remember her name, but like she said something about going down with a Seamoth, which means she can't have gone any further than this. Because the maximum a Seamoth can go is where I went, in terms of depth. Can I scan these? No. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Hi. What is that?
This alien structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor.
Oh, you are. Yeah, as I thought, this guy's always around the alien structures.
Detecting an alien broadcast. Linguistic analysis reads, caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within.
Hazardous material and life forms. That means either radioactive or bacterial, right? And because they have their own power sources, and they said they use geothermal energy of the planet to power their things, if I remember correctly. Now, what I think is probably something about the bacteria, right? The Karen? The Karen bacteria. Alright, how do I enter? Are you entrance? Do you have an entrance? There has to be an entrance, right? Also, it said it collapsed, which means technically it used to be up above. This is where a beacon would have been nice. I do bring more than one with me. I wonder if the Degassi crew found this. Oh, you suck. Okay, yep, they can hurt. They can definitely hurt. Stop! Okay. No! Not like this! You can't just tell me that there's stuff inside and not letting me go inside. That's just not fair. But I'm not giving up. There has to be an entrance. Unless those are... Can I enter through these? Are these like pipes? This one's just hanging here. Yeah, I cannot enter that. I wonder if the warpers are meant to be, because it said they could be artificial or like, you know, made maybe by the aliens, you know? And I'm wondering if they're meant to be here to kind of defend this, or not just this, but like all of the structures, because that ability to warp can be natural, right? Yeah, I don't see an entrance. All right, I looked all over. If there is and I just missed it, then so be it. Oh, unless Are you the entrance? You look like an entrance. Oh my goodness, you look like an entrance. Are you an entrance? You are. Well. Oh, I never scanned you. Ion Cube. This green mineral substance has no entry on the periodic table and an unprecedented ability to store a huge amount of ionic energy within it, likely grown artificially. Cubic appearance suggests it has been cut from a larger deposit. Each cube contains the equivalent ionic energy of 5 kilotons of TNT. Under the right conditions, the energy could be released in a controlled manner, likely used as batteries, but would require a substantial power source to be recharged. Oh, valuable energy source. Maybe we can use it to power the rocket to get out of here. And maybe it won't blow up. Oh my.
Interior walls in this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed.
It's definitely talking about the bacteria, right? They tried to keep it in. Or maybe they tried to keep sea monsters out. But there's no way the sea monster could break this, right? And I need to put a key in the thing. So this is purple. This requires a purple key. Oh, I need to come back with that. Oh, this broke. There's nothing in there though. How does... They said something about this material being so strong that there's nothing known that could break it, right? How did it go down? Can the seamoth fit in here? I don't think it can. Maybe it can. Slowly. Slowly. There we go. What the... Egg. Sea dragon egg, excuse you. This large egg is held in an hermetically sealed environment and has been chemically sterilized. Without the means at the facility to house a fully grown sea dragon specimen, it is possible the aliens sought to study instead the egg laying and incubation process. To what end is unclear. Okay, that's just a wall. Ray specimens. Ray species on 4546b. Different species of ray indigenous to 4546b, each adapted to different environments. The specimens are 99.99% genetically identical to those encountered on the planet today, suggesting that rays in particular have undergone little evolutionary mutation in the past millennium. Ghost rays, jelly rays, crimson rays, and rabbit rays likely all share a common evolutionary ancestor. The alpha ray would have evolved deep in the ocean trenches, quickly growing in line with available food supplies. It would have most resembled the ghost ray in size and appearance, with translucent skin for camouflage and forward-mounted eyes for hunting. A fast and fearsome stalker of small creatures in the dark. While some rays have stayed within the limits of the cave system, where they first evolved, others are relatively more recent adaptations to new environments, likely the result of overpopulation. All of the rays on 4546b have given up predation in favor of herbivorous scavenging and use poisonous flesh to protect themselves. Sounds about right. And I really want to come back with a key now. What are you? Data terminal. Alright, there's gonna be a little bit of reading here. Damage report. Leviathan detected at facility perimeter, closing at high speed. Exterior anchor cable impacted with massive force. Exterior anchor system buckling. Facility sinking. Collision with seawater. Breaches detected in Containment Unit 7, Leviathan Eggs. Immediate specimen destruction protocol initiated. 314 specimen destroyed. 1 specimen unaccounted for. Evacuating staff to off-site sanctuaries. Planetary quarantine protocol initiated. Warning, infected individuals may not leave the planet. So, this is big actually, this is huge. If I understand this correctly, this Leviathan creature that hit really fast and really strong is probably the same one that killed the one, the other Leviathan that was outside that we scanned the remains of. But if I understand this correctly, this creature hit this facility. Now, this facility was a research facility for this bacteria, and because it got hit by that Leviathan class thing and sunk, which makes me think that that Leviathan thing was here because they got her eggs. This is just a theory, but I think she probably attacked this thing because they took her eggs. Because they're studying eggs here. And basically she attacked this place, breached it, it broke down, and then these alien species tried to damage control by just destroying all of the specimens so that the bacteria wouldn't go out and spread. The problem is one of those managed to get out, is what I'm getting out of this. And because of that, the bacteria spread. Is this a glass? It's broken though, okay.
Residual biological evidence suggests indigenous life forms were brought to this location and subjected to intensive study.
Oh my goodness. Warper parts. The organic parts on display contain DNA from dozens of different organisms, largely originating off-world. They are in varying states of augmentation with advanced technologies. This production line setup suggests these self-warping constructs were built, maintained, and deployed by the aliens that designed this facility. So they are the guard dogs for this facility. Oh. That checks out. Oh. Self-warping quarantine enforcer unit. This life form shows signs of heavy genetic modification and extensive mechanical grafting. Its digestive and pulmonary systems have been replaced by an onboard battery receiving energy directly from the main grid and distributing it around the body. Miniaturized phase technology has been implanted beneath the skin and is triggered by the central nervous system, allowing the construct to teleport at will. The brain and central nervous system have been digitally augmented with advanced processing power and remote communication. Assessment: programmable hunter-killer avoid. Why are you shining the way you're shining? I don't like that. But yeah, that is definitely... It was probably definitely most likely meant to keep outside things at bay, right?
Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A self-scan is strongly advised.
I'll do that in a moment. Kara contagion profile. This terminal contains extensive data regarding the bacterial contagion identified as Kara. Discovery first encountered during routine network expansion on outer worlds. Pandemic development. Network error resulted in routine quarantine procedure failure. Contagion was uploaded to and spread quickly through the core worlds. Confirmed deaths: 143 billion individuals. Bacterial mechanisms. Attaches to healthy living cells and mutates the basic genetic structure. Symptoms: Stage 1, gradual immune system failure. Stage 2, green skin lesions and flu-like symptoms. Stage 3, unpredictable alterations to biological structure. Stage 4, complete shutdown of executive function. Emergency steps taken: core worlds quarantine, bacterial samples distributed to isolated disease research facilities for vaccine development. So, this is actually before. This is not talking about the Kara spreading from here. The Kara spread outside in different worlds, and they brought it here. They quarantined those worlds, and they brought it here for study. If I understand this correctly. Also, it said something about a self-scan, so I'm just gonna...
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. Medical report recorded to data bank. It is imperative you find a way to neutralize the infection.
Yeah, it said that I will die if I don't do that. What? Oh! I saw my hands go green for a moment, and I think I didn't see it because I was in the SEMA. You look derpy. Remains of research specimen. The skeletal remains of a vast predator housed within an artificial habitat. The environment constructed to house the specimen suggests that it was kept alive in containment for research purposes for months or even years. Organic matter indicates the habitat once supported extensive plant life, though it has since decayed. When the facility collapsed, the specimen was either left to die or killed on the spot. Probably the second one. Evolution. While it shares some skeletal traits with the biter and sand shark, including its distinctive double eye sockets, this fossilized specimen is significantly larger and features unusual forearms rarely seen in aquatic species. The species has likely gone extinct in the past 1,000 years, and its evolutionary relatives are evolved almost beyond recognition. Okay, the thing is about this... See, this is bad, because if the bacteria was just from here, right? The bacteria was from here, and they studied it here, and it just spread here, as long as the planet itself was contained, and they made sure not to, you know, do anything stupid, it would be fine. The problem is if the bacteria doesn't come from here, then even if you do the best you can here to make it not spread, there's always the chance that it can spread from the outside, from another planet that was quarantined but failed. You know what I mean? Also, I got a data thing from scanning myself. Bacterial infection report. Oh, this is the hands that I should have seen, I think, in the animation, but it was in the CMOF. You have been infected with a previously unknown waterborne bacterium. It is currently multiplying in your bloodstream. Estimated incubation time 2 weeks. Your immune system is currently combating the infection at low efficacy. You may already be experiencing flu-like symptoms and skin irritation. These will likely be exacerbated as the bacterium takes hold. Your immediate priority should be abatement and eradication of the infection. Recommend the steps: salvage further alien research data on a possible vaccine, investigate the mechanisms which have enabled the indigenous ecosystem to inhibit the symptoms of the infection. So, there was this enzyme that we found in the peeper before, and I think that has to do with that inhibition thing it's talking about. As for the vaccine, I don't know. Rather than a vaccine, you need something to fix yourself. Because vaccines are more about not making you catch the thing by training your body or your antibodies to deal with it, right? It's already caught it. There's no point in an actual vaccine. So we gotta inhibit it and kill it. Is the only option we have in theory, right? And maybe more than a vaccine, a cure is what we're looking for. I gotta come back here though with a key. I gotta make sure to keep a key and an ion cube in my CMOF at all times, because if I find these, I want to be able to access them without having to go back and forth and back and forth. I hate this. We know it's here, and we know we can get to it from the tree. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna... Oh, hello. Forgot about you. I'm gonna have to go back. We'll go back home, pick up the key, and come back. I also want to explore the other facility that was close by, but that one required an orange key, I think, because it had an orange slot, and it wouldn't take my purple one. Also, it said 2 weeks. I should probably hurry the fuck up. Wait, this keeps going down. Am I supposed to go down? I'll figure something out. See, a beacon would have been nice there, but also I don't necessarily need it because I don't think I'll have to go back there. There wasn't really anything that required going back. Wait. This is so not the right way to go. But there might be another exit. What I need to do is, up. Go up. Look for up. Find up. Are you trying to... Are you coming at me? I am able to defend myself, so don't do that. Also, you can't eat metal, can you? Oh, my bad. Didn't mean to run into you. That's cool, though. That being said, I got no clue where the Gassi crew went. Oh! You look awfully familiar. I guess we don't care about you. Never mind. That's the Reaper, right? The shape is the same as the Reaper, so... Does that mean Reapers chill around here, or at least used to? Alright. Now you don't... Do you want to throw hands? Are you? No, okay. I hear noises. Alright, where is this? Because if I can just enter from here, that should make everything so much quicker. I just need to figure out where this is. Island is over there. That is base. That is entirely southwest. Which means this is northeast of base. Oh, I didn't check the distance. 1,400 maybe. Northeast of base. 1,400 northeast of base. I'm gonna bring 2 purple tablets. Just in case. Because I know I'll need 1, and then I want to keep a spare in the CMOF. Oh, I almost completely forgot. Look at this. I figured out how to plant these. So, if you just pick them up, you get 1, right? this goes the same for the gel sack and the shrooms, right? Just pick it up, and you get 1, right? But if you cut it, whoops, cut it, you get 3 seeds. So let's say you pick up a few, right? Pick up a bunch, then cut you, then cut you, and then I just plant. And they're all planted, and I got 6 out of them. And the same goes for this, right? You can just pick them up, and then you cut 1 and you get a bunch. And you just put the seeds back in, and profit. And I'm gonna get a coffee, because I can. I thank you. Thank you. Yeah, munch on that coffee. Crump, crump, crump. I think we got everything we need. Now we can go back there. Oh, of course it's night. It's northeast 400. Wait, what? 1400. I want to access that one room because the fact that it's hidden behind a key, and I think that's just data. I don't think there was anything else. But if it's protected behind that, it has to be important. And that makes me think, because that was the research facility for the virus, for the Kara virus, it may have to do with either the production or extraction of those enzymes, which can slow the thing, or maybe something about a cure or a vaccine, which is what we're looking for, right? So ooh! Don't! Okay. Screw you. Look, I tried to warn you. Oh, I know where I am. Left put 12. I've been here before. Alright. I didn't pass that life pod, though, when I was coming back. It's somewhere around here-ish. Oh, there it is. Yep. Ah, there you are. I don't like you, but, like, I'm glad to see you because that means I'm in the right spot. I really want to scan that guy. He looks so cool. But also, I don't think I can survive him being close to me. Oh, that is deep. Ooh, magma. There's a lot of lava down there. We can't go down there as much as I want to. We can't exactly head down with the Seamoth. You aren't looking at me. Okay, good. You know, these guys are kind of chill, actually. Sometimes they try and bite you, but like they mostly just leave you alone. They're not as scary as I originally thought. I got you your key. Get me in. Give me something good. Give me something good. It was a journey back and forth, so it better be worth it.
Integrating new PDA data.
Specimen research data, a catalog of information on the organisms previously contained within the alien facility. A number of entries have been translated. Small herbivore Gamma. This entry seems to reference the common peeper, shows no immunity to infection. Death commonly occurs within 4 days. Shows symptoms remission on exposure to enzyme 42, but symptoms quickly recur. Enzyme 42. This is the enzyme that it was talking about in the paper. But symptoms quickly recur. Shows advanced learning behaviors. Shows some capacity to transmit enzymes to other specimens. Leviathan embryos. Adult specimen too large to study in containment. Egg specimens acquired from nesting site. Embryos show no sign of immunity. Death commonly occurs within 3 weeks. Small sample of eggs has been retained for continued high-priority research on Leviathan hatching mechanism. This is probably what happened. They took eggs. They studied eggs because they couldn't study the big thing, and then Mom got angry and she busted through here. Large carnivore theta. Off-site lab established to study remains. Shows some potential for immunity to infection, but physical remains so far proved insufficient for full reconstruction. Unidentified Leviathan. This Leviathan species has been assigned designator Sea Emperor. Okay. Bone samples from Emperor specimens indicate some potential for Kara immunity. Single specimen captured for study at purpose-built containment facility, constructed in volcanic region at depth 1.4 kilometers. That's our next objective. But we can't go there with the CMOV. So, volcanic region, depth 1.4. We're looking for this Sea Emperor. Assessment: while it is unlikely that the Emperor specimen is still contained within the facility described, it may be possible to acquire further data there on the aliens' attempt to develop a vaccine. Good. Well, this was very fruitful. I am very okay with this. So, we know our next objective, which is, believe it or not, finally building the submarine. I think it was called the Cyclops, maybe? Build that and go down in the volcanic zone and see if we can find something about a cure. I'm starting to think, right, where would be a good spot to make a secondary base? Because going back and forth every time is fine if it's not too far off, but like if we gotta get all the way here, then go all the way down, and then come all the way back up, and then go all the way back, I'm starting to think that maybe once we get to the volcanic area... You are angry at me, aren't you? You know what? I really shouldn't do this. I really shouldn't be doing this. Oh, juvenile? What about this dude is juvenile? Don't run. What about you as juvenile, man? This thing is huge. Where's my CMOD? Oh, there it is. Also, it's not as bad as I thought. It gave me a little munch. Lost like 20 HP or something. It's not that bad. Maybe it's because it's juvenile. I wonder what a big one looks like then. But I'm not gonna read here. I'm gonna read once I know I'm safe. Maybe back at home. A ghost Leviathan. I think ghost is basically what they call the ones that are like see-through. Like this is a ghost array, right? And we're back here. Now the reason I came back here is pretty straightforward. I got turned around at some point and didn't notice. But still, I'm... Where's the Degasi crew? If it was coming down here with a Seamoth, it had to be somewhere around this area, right? It just had to. Maybe they just died without leaving PDAs, but that would sound... That'd be weird, right? Maybe they didn't come here. Maybe it was a different area. Are you also juvenile? You look juvenile. Well, as in, you look the same as the other one to me. You're little babies. Oh, little babies. This game is nice. It's weird that I say this, but it's kind of relaxing. Even when you have those things just roaming around you. Because, like, they're not as bad as you may think. You see these things being big and sometimes a little aggressive, and you're like, oh, this thing is terrifying. I gotta avoid it at all costs. But, like, sometimes they just give you a little bit of a little numb and just... because they're hungry, and then they realize maybe you're not a fish and they can't exactly just eat you. Maybe they could, definitely can, but like maybe they don't need to. And here is where I cannot enter, because this is the one that requires the other key, right? This is orange. Yeah, this is orange, and it wouldn't take my other tablet. But this feels important. Though I don't really know where I would find the tablet. Unless
Welcome aboard.
this isn't actually an entrance but an exit. In which case the entrance might be somewhere else. So either orange tablet or separate entrance. Those are the two options we have for this. And if different entrance is what we're looking for, then my guess would go to vents, maybe. You know those peeper vents? Peeper vents. The alien vents that allows the peepers to just go in and out. See? They're not as bad. I passed right by him. He did a little bit of a re and then just scooped away. This guy, on the other hand, he's an asshole. Keep lights off. These guys are attracted to the lights. Don't bother them, they don't bother you. That's why it's important. Oh, they bother you, they bother you, they bother you. Oh, shoot. You actually fucking suck, dude. My lights were off. Alright, that guy sucks. Noted. Currently, Warper sucks, that guy sucks. Everything else kinda chill. Except for the Reaper. The Reaper tried to frickin' numb my Seamoth. And that was not cool. So base is over there, right? I know that. But as we go home, I'm gonna take a little bit of a different route for a pretty simple reason, which is we might find something of interest in like scraps. I have a nuclear reactor, I know that. Prawn suit propulsion armor. See? We wouldn't have found that. Or this if we didn't take a detour.
New blueprint acquired.
Although, What I'm looking for is actually a battery charging station. Which might not even be anywhere close by, but like, I don't know where it would be, and therefore I gotta just try out everything I can until I find it. I don't like you. Oh! See? Maybe it's... I don't know where I am. I hate you. Maybe it's this. Cyclops decoy tube upgrade. That is not even close to being a battery charging thing. I mean, maybe it's something I need. Decoy. Maybe... Oh, what if the big guys are more aggressive towards the Cyclops because it's bigger? So like the Leviathans, right? Maybe they're less interested in the small... Well, they do eat the small creatures though, right? Just checking the perimeter real quick. Okay. Maybe they're more dangerous to the Cyclops than they are to me? And that's why you need the decoy thing? Or whatever it was, the tube. What is that? Microscope. Sure. Sample flask. Fire suppression system.
New blueprint acquired.
Alright, I don't think I can get in there. Is that all? I got things. I'm getting Cyclops upgrade, which suggests that I actually need to use the Cyclops. Which makes sense. Power cell. Not the powers. I need the batteries. Oh, you know what? What if the reason why I haven't found the battery one is because I keep scanning the ones that are like further away, which is more like quote unquote endgame, I guess. Whereas the batteries are maybe like an early thing, and therefore the battery charging station would be maybe closer to the shallows. And maybe that's why I didn't find it. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it's not that at all. But like, I don't know. Oh, you know what? What if it's in the area where the Leviathans are? And I never really explored that because the Reapers are kind of terrifying. But now I have a way to fight back. I have the EMP. So what if I could go there and explore that and see if I can find a battery charging station? That being said, I won't do it now. I want to go home first. Empty my inventory real quick. Make sure to recharge my Seamoth. Get some food and water. Make sure not to die a stupid death, basically. Alright, look at this. We moved the things that were up here. Put them over on this side. Together with the microscope and the sample flask we picked up. And we made a little research station. That was pretty nice. Right by the plains. This is where I would normally end the episode, but before I do that, I just want to do one super quick last trip over to the Reaper area. Because, as I said, there is a small chance that maybe the battery charger is there, and that is literally the one thing that I want the most as of right now. And so I'm gonna go see if there's anything of the such. If there isn't, that's where the episode will end. If there is, that's where the episode will end. But with a battery charger that I didn't have before. Have I looked at you? Whoa, what are these? Chic plant pot.
New blueprint acquired.
Picture frame. Don't mind if I do.
New
Battery charger!
acquired.
I need another one. I need another one. I need another one. I need another one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Timing. What is this? Plant shelf. Yes. Look, I don't even care.
Blueprint
I would.
acquired.
Are you? Ah, mobile vehicle bay. Battery charger. Yes. Yes. Am I out of batteries? Just, come on. Guess maybe something I already had? What is... This place is huge. I hope I don't die. Because, you know, oxygen and all. Battery charger. There's so many. They were all here. What are you? Propulsion cannon. I have that. What are you? Propulsion cannon. I feel like this is probably one of those things that I should have probably checked the very beginning. And that would have made my life so much easier. Really would have made my life so much easier. Well, now I don't need to go to the Reaper area. It was right here by the Aurora. Kind of. Wherever the Aurora is. Let's see. Where am I? Yeah. So the Aurora's over there. That's my base. It's not that far. It's 500 meters. Oh, you know what? It is towards the island. It's between my base and the island, just halfway through. Which is exactly where the Reapers are, right? I'm gonna hit save real quick. Now, I may be wrong, but I'm gonna go check here because over on this side, if I remember correctly, is this not where the Reapers are? No, it isn't. I'm going towards the Reapers. That should be the Aurora. So unless I got weirdly turned around at some point, that is exactly where the Reaper is. Should be on this side of the Aurora. Oh my goodness, this is terrifying. This place is somehow scarier than the deeper area. Probably because it's so dark you can't see the Reaper approach you. And the reason I'm going here is because I actually want to try and scan the Reaper. I mean, how bad can it be, right? I've scanned the other one. I've scanned the Ghost Leviathan. The Reaper can't be that much worse now, can it? Oh, what the... This is a huge drop.
Warning, entering ecological dead zone. Adding report to databank.
Geological scans of this area show a deep... Ah! What fuck? Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Oh my god, my Seamoth. No! No! Oh my god. Don't do that. You forget I said that. The Ghost Leviathan is a bit of a butt. The ones down below were so much nicer than you. Also, I don't know if you were just closer, but you looked bigger. Are you not one of the children? Are you like a... These guys are stealthy as hell. Okay, hold on. He's gonna come here. Save. Well, he just had his meal. I'm gonna do a stupid. Oh! Oh god, you hurt. I got you 60%. Just let me scan you. Oh my, don't run. Stop running. Why are you running? Why are you running? I'm just trying to get some scan. Oh, there he is. I'm out. I am so out. You have no idea how out I am. Speaking of out, where am I seeing Lily? Oh, there it is. Ha, bye. See, he's more scared of me than I am of him. That's just how it is. It's just how it is with, like, animals. They're just more terrified of you than you are of them. Obviously. I know this place isn't exactly safe because if I ever need titanium, I can come here. Jeez. It isn't exactly safe because there's these guys, the stalkers. I know stalkers really like this place because there's a lot of scrap. And so I'm not gonna chill here, but once I get home, I'm gonna read all about the Reaper, the Ghost Leviathan, and the area that I was just in with the something edge. Oh my god, there's so much scrap. I wonder if that edge is the reason why the tremors here happen. Maybe like the currents over there are really strong. There's specific areas that are filled to the brim with certain resources. That one specifically is filled with titanium. There was down much further below that was filled with quartz. And the thing is, I'm gonna need a lot of titanium if I plan to ever make a second base. And yeah, as I said before, I plan on making a second base close to the lava zone, or in the lava zone actually, so that I can explore that area without having to go back, come back, go back, come back here, go there, go back and forth a lot, because it's really far, and it's really far down, and there's just a lot of stuff in the way, and it's like, I don't wanna. And it's close to like deposits of nuclear power, and it's probably really good for geothermal as well, which makes sense since it's a lava zone. I think thermal power is probably the best bet. All right, and now we finally get to do the thing I've been wanting to do since basically almost the very beginning, which is make battery chargers. How big are you? You're not that big, okay. I could just put it here. So it's close to the exit. We can pick up the batteries. It's not in the way of anything really. I could even place a couple. Maybe just 2 is enough. I think 2 is more than enough actually. Honestly, 1 is enough, but I mean, I can always deconstruct it later and pick the parts back up. So there's always that. Oh, yes, I know what I'm doing. So, you know how batteries are here? The battery box is here, right? If we deconstruct this, we can actually bring it over to this side, and then we can charge 4 batteries, and everything else goes in here. Look at them go. Let them charge. And the thing is, since we have that there, why not take the power cell charger and also put it here? It's a little bit cramped, but it works. I mean, you can walk. It works. Cool. Oh, I almost forgot. I was supposed to read the stuff. Crater edge. Geological scans of this area show a deep decline in all directions. This data is consistent with the theory that the aurora crashed on the edge of a 2 by 2 kilometer volcanic crater. It has likely been millennia since an eruption reached the surface, encouraging the ecosystem within the crater to flourish. The ecology of the trench surrounding the crater supports only 2 kinds of life, microscopic and Leviathan class. Exploration is ill-advised. Oh, okay, so there's basically only big fish. Speaking of Leviathan class, Ghost Leviathan juvenile. This large predator has adapted to live in deep waters and dark cave systems, attacking anything and everything in its quest to grow larger. Torso, soft outer membrane, and elongated body enable superior navigation of tight cave environments. Displays some similarities to other eel-like predators in the area. However, the Ghost Leviathan has covered over the electrical prongs in its inner torso with a taut, transparent membrane, which delivers superior maneuverability. Diet. In its juvenile state, this leviathan feeds on larger herbivores and unfortunate members of its own species. They display a remarkable rate of growth, which shows no signs of stopping, suggesting that they must abandon their hatching grounds before they grow too large and make for more open waters. And that's when they go to the crater. So the one that attacked me in the crater wasn't a juvenile ghost, it was a grown one. So that's why it hurt so much. Makes sense. Reaper Leviathan. Leviathan class species are vast organisms at the top of their respective food chains. This species is a streamlined hunter with highly developed senses. Powerful mandibles. This Leviathan is capable of locking prey in place with 4 powerful mandibles and drawing it within reach of his jaws. Simulated pressure exceeds Seamoth crush resistance. Echolocation. The deep roar emitted by the Reaper at regular intervals is effectively sonar. If you can hear it, the Reaper can see you. Profile. Scan specimen measured 55 meters long. Observe circling its prey and attacking from behind. This creature is almost all muscle, very little brain, no sense of morality, just muscle, synapses, and teeth. Motivational note. Congratulations on getting close enough to scan it and leaving to see the results. Thank you. Assessment, extreme threat, avoid in all circumstances. Yeah, so that's why I never see it coming. It just comes in from behind. That's his whole thing. Well then. We made a lot of progress. We found the research facility down below. And now we're on our way to the vaccine. Or to figure out a way to get the cure for this bacteria. It's pretty cool. But that will have to be it for this episode, because I'm all out of time. Been recording for over 2 hours. In the next episode, we're going to try and go into the lava zone and see if we can bring some materials to build maybe not a base as much as an outpost. Yeah, an outpost. And we're gonna go there with the thing. We're gonna build the submarine, the Cyclops, and go down. I'm looking forward to that. Goodness, this game is great. But for now, that's gonna be it. So as always, I've been your host, Suisui, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.